Endless mode, the one mode that nobody plays after they get old guard. But today I decide to revisit every single Endless map and to rank them all, starting with Vardahus Fortress. Dang, Vardahus can't catch a break, can it? It is the worst finale. Well, more like weakest, because I still like it. And the worst Endless map? Hey, wait a second. Objective and Endless? And it's the same map? And they don't change it to accommodate these polar opposite game modes? Yeah, I think that's my main problem with this map. It's made for objective and not really endless. I think it's kind of universally agreed amongst the community that this is the worst endless map. Then again, Havardo Remaster has been teased for quite some time now, and looks pretty cool. And I wonder if they're going to change the endless version as well, or even keep it as an endless map. Alright, next one. I will admit something. I forgot this map even existed. Yeah, halfway through writing the script for this video, and yes, this video actually has a script for once, I remembered that this endless map exists. And that should say something, shouldn't it? Well, I do have good memories of the hype of the 0.9 update, the Pike, actually it's now called the Lance, you should. Cobb, new animations, and then amongst those epic additions, there was LaHaye Saint. I do have one good thing to say about it, though. It's the best for Pike players, because this corner allows for Pike users to stab enemies from afar as the zombies climb the ladder. But honestly, I don't really like its layout. I mean, I like the buildings, but it feels smaller than the other maps, despite being probably the same size as the others. Also, I swear, if another noob beelines straight towards the fire, I will... Now, hear me out, guys. I don't like how the map is orange. Yeah, cannons and all that. The map is kind of crowded and full of places for your teams to mess up horribly. If you played this map before, then you know how many teammates will just go into the fire. Now, while I don't like the orange atmosphere of this map, I do like the ambient sound effects in it. Like, dear lord, this is kind of depressing. Kind of reminds you of how this simple Roblox game has, in the end, a pretty bleak setting. So yeah, it's a pretty alright map. Okay, now I agree that this map isn't perfect, and some would argue that La Ferme is easier to get to wave 35 for Old Guard, but I honestly prefer this one. I think it's pretty good. That and this is the map that I finally got Old Guard, so make of that what you will. Now, one glaring issue I have with this map is that the fact that it is so dark. It's kind of an issue with Guts and Blackpowder lighting in general, but yeah, it's kind of hard to see on this map, on top of all the smoke that the blunderbuss enjoyers constantly shoot. And yes, I did get Old Guard because we had a lot of blunderbusses, and it was creating a huge volley of fire. Oh, and also Pfeifers. Pfeifers need more appreciation, guys. Especially if you're using the knock gun. Also, I do like the buildings on this map. It's got a pitch black setting because, well, it's night. Of course it's dark out. And just like La Ferme, it has some nice creepy ambient sound effects. Overall, it's a pretty good map. Also, incompetent teammates. Just wanted to point that out. I just like the setting, alright? It's got a lot of detail. It's the only endless map that takes place in the day, and if you're on PC, which I'm not, obviously, you get to see some interesting details that, like La Ferme Den Hot, kind of reminds you of the bleakness of G&B setting. Also, apparently there's a note left by a Bavarian soldier that's listed in the Gut and Blackpowder wiki on the lore page, and I'm just going to read some of it, alright? It's been just days since we passed through Württemberg. They surround us on all sides, north, south, east. What little command remains has the goal of passing through the Alps and splitting out up north. Fast forward a bit. I've come a long way and I've fought this evil since Russia. I know they don't abide by the census. They'll trudge their way through this town and find us regardless of our hiding. It'll be a massacre. I write this note with the belief I'll be dead by tomorrow. I don't plan to desert. I'm tired of running. The others are still oblivious, believing they'll pass through without a hitch. I will defend this village with my life, and surely we'll all fall. When we do, I hope we'll break even and make a greater dent to their numbers. Wow. Pretty cool. Anyways, back to the map itself. Just like LaHaye and LaFerme, there's an easy way for any noob who doesn't know better to die easily. And unlike the previous two endless maps, this one has a cliff, not a fire. And unfortunately, unlike some of the other maps, there's no escaping from your position when every single server decides to put themselves with their back to the cliff. Well, at least they got Jesus right there. Well, all the endless maps are fine, except this one. This one was just wrong. And do their role, be in endless mode. There is, unfortunately, a bit of a sad fact of, well, with more and more people getting old guard by each passing day, less and less people will play endless. I honestly can't say I chose an endless map on my own after getting to wave 35 and getting old guard, except for getting footage for this video, of course. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye.